This is Quadrant Christianity Lecture 30. Irenaeus of Lyon said that there had to be four Gospels because the four corners of the earth. Three of the four Gospels are synoptic. The fourth Gospel is different. The Gospel of John is called the Maverick Gospel. The Gospel of Thomas is a Gnostic Gospel, so it is not like the first four. Again, the fourth is always different, but the fifth is ultra transcendent and not connected to the first four, but is in a new quadrant. The Gospel of Asenath had the image of a cross. Scholars think the Gospel was written before the four Gospels and that it was written by Jews. The cross is the quadrant. Here's a quote. Again, he stretched forth his hand and with his fingers signed the cross thereon, and there where his fingers touched came forth blood. Martin Noth described the Pentateuch as a tetratuch. He points out that the first four books are very similar, but the book Deuteronomy belongs separate and with Joshua. Rabbis also say that the first four books were written by Moses, but Deuteronomy was written by God. So there's Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, and Numbers. That's a tetratuch. Deuteronomy, the ultra-transcendent fifth, is very philosophical. The fourth always points to the fifth. Numbers points to Deuteronomy. Both are philosophical. Foundational study of the book of Genesis covers four periods of Bible history: the creation stories, the flood, the scattering of the people, and the patriarchs. And there's four patriarchs: Adam, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and then the fourth transcendent one, Joseph. A lot of people don't add Joseph. So this is the symbol for God of the Chinese, and look how there's a cross. So I watched lectures by Chinese ministers on the pictogram of God in Chinese. They saw the cross and the symbol of God as the cross of Christ. Okay. Jesus calls himself the Aleph and the Tav. The Tav is the cross. The Aleph in modern Hebrew is written as a swastika. The gematria of the components of the Aleph is 26. 26 is the gematria of the Tetragrammaton. Ministers have studied the Hebrew alphabet and see codes in the letters. For instance, they see YH, W, and H as signifying behold the nails, behold the hands, alluding to the cross, and also Elahi, my God, as referring to Jesus on the cross, and many other words. The cross is a quadrant. So here's the letter Tav, and it's the sign of the cross.